what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Big Bird, and we're going to be using some black, some yellow, some orange, some pink, some white, and some blue wool. So we're going to begin by just placing 2 black wools going up, and this is actually my second time building it, because I built it the first time and I didn't unmute my mic. Now, before we get started, after we build those 2, please make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe. If you haven't, go ahead and click the notification bell so you can be notified when we post a new video, which should be at least every single day. I'm going to try to make it twice a day, but you never know, life happens. So after these 2 black wools going up, we are now going to move to the right, and we're going to go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to have a diagonal on the bottom right. Now remember, every so often after we build a little bit, I'm going to be taking a little step back so you guys can hit pause just in case you need a little bit of extra building time or whenever. And then I'm also going to be taking a much larger step back to get the whole bird in frame. That way we can take a little break here and there. So anyways, if you feel like I'm going too fast, feel free to pause it whenever you need to. That way we can keep the video moving. Now we're going to continue by placing 3 black wools just like so. Now after those 3s, we're gonna have a diagonal on the bottom right, and then on the top here we're gonna have 1 diagonal going up and to the right. Then we're gonna go up and we're gonna have another 3 black wools just like so. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have 3 black wools going to the right, and then a diagonal on the bottom right. So awesome, make sure you guys have this so far. Now we are going to be working on just the outline, so for the continuation of the outline, we're now going to have 2 blocks going to the left. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal going up and to the left, and then we're going to go up by 2 black wools on the left side. So awesome! Now after those 2 black wools on the left side, we are going to go up by 7 on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Now after we build those 7s on the right, or on the top here, we're going to have just 2 diagonals going down and to the right. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going down, and then a diagonal black wool. Now there is a little bit of detail in this section that we're going to need to place 1 yellow and then 2 diagonal black wools. There's a couple areas in this pixel art where there's like some detail that's just like kind of to the right or to the left and all that other stuff. So we have to make sure that we don't completely forget about it. Now we're going to go over here, and what we're going to do is that we're going to go on this left side, we're going to skip 2 blocks, and then on the 3rd block we're going to add 2 black wools, and then we're going to have 3 black wools going up on the left side. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna do it again. We have 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I am hyper. I'm excited to build it. So make sure you guys have this for your Big Bird. I do feel like an idiot because I already built it and I forgot to unmute my mic. Let me just double check that my mic's actually okay. Yeah, it's working. Okay, good. Right, now we're gonna go back up here and we're gonna connect 4 going to the right. Then we're going to drop down and have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal going to the right, going down and to the right. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. And then we're going to follow those 2 black wools by placing 2 diagonal black wool blocks. Then we're going to have 3 black wools going to the right. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to connect 2 black wools on the bottom. So make sure you guys have this so far. This would be actually a little great stopping point. So let me just take a big step back so you can see. As you can see, we're building just his hand, and then we're gonna do like the neck, his face, the little feathers on the top. So there's a lot to this pixel art. This is not an easy one. It might be one of the biggest ones we've done recently. So yeah, cool. All right, so let's continue. What we're gonna have next is that we're gonna have 2 black wools going down on the left side. So 1, 2. And then we're going to have 2 going down on the right side. Now after that, we're going to move to the right and we're going to go down by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now after those 5 black wools that are going straight down, we are going to have 2 black wools on the left side going to the left. Look at that. Then we're going to have 1 black wool connected on the bottom right. And we're going to follow that up by placing 3... Wait, what are we doing? I'm kind of confused. Let me look at my notes. Right, after this, what we're going to do is we're going to drop down and we're going to place just 3 black wools in this shape. So make sure you guys have that little funky shape, just like so. And then we're going to continue that funky shape up here. And we're going to go up by 3 black wools on the right. Now there's a little bit of detail in this section, so we need to grab our yellow wool and we're going to place 1 yellow wool. And then we're going to place 3 black wools. And then starting here, we're going to connect 3 black wools going up and to the right. So amazing. Make sure you guys have this. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 2 black wools going up on the right here. 1, 2. And again, we're going to have another 2 black wools going up on the right. Now after that, we are going to follow that up by just placing 1 diagonal black wool. So make sure you guys have this 1 diagonal going up and to the right, and then we're going to go up by 2 on the right side. So make sure you guys have that so far. Pause it if you need to. Now this next part's going to be a little complicated, but it's going to be pretty easy. We're going to place 1 random block on the left, and then above this random block, we're going to place 4 black wools going to the right and take out the random. Now this is where his mouth is going to be, but we're going to do that at the end of the video. Right now, I'm just going to focus on the outline. So we're going to place 1 black wool here on the left. And then on the left side here, we're going to go up by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Awesome! So make sure you guys have that. Then we're going to move to the left. We're going to drop down a block. And we're going to place 2 black wools going to the left. I'm sorry. We're going to place 3, not 2. We're going to have 3 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to drop down and we are going to have another 3 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 1 black wool in the bottom right here. And then we're going to have 2 going to the right and a diagonal. Now I know that felt kind of weird. I felt like I made a mistake here and then it just got really confusing. So yeah, let me just re-explain it one final time. We're going to go up here by 9 black wools. Then we're going to have 3 going to the left. We're going to drop down, have another 3. Then we're going to have 1 black wool on the bottom right, 2 to the right, and then 1 diagonal. So amazing. And now what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 3 black wools going to the left, and then again another 3 black wools going to the left. So make sure you guys add those 2 sets of 3 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal going up and to the left with 2 black wools going up on the left side. Then we're going to go up and have 2 black wools going to the right. And then we're going to go up again and have another 2 black wools going to the right. So make sure you guys have that. It's going to be the beginning of his little beak. Now we're going to have 3 black wools in this funky shape. 1, 2, 3. We're going to place a yellow with a black on the top. And to the right of this yellow, we're going to place 4 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys have those 4. And then we're going to build the eyes, but we're going to do that later. Right now, like I said, we're going to focus on just the outline. So we're going to pivot to this side here, and we're going to go up by 3 black wools. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1 diagonal on the right, and then 2 diagonals going up on the left. So make sure you guys have this little section here. Pause it if you need to. You know, it's always great to pause it here and there. We don't want to leave anyone behind. And you know, it's good to take a break. Now we're going to continue. We're going to have 3 black wools going up on the left side. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal with 2 black wools going up. And on the bottom of those 2, we're going to have 1 diagonal going to the right as well. Then on this left side, we're going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. On the left, and now we're going to go up by 3 on the right. We have 1, 2, 3. Then we need to have a diagonal on the bottom going to the right, and a diagonal on the top going to the right. So make sure you guys have this. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 2 sets of 2 black wools going up on the right. So here we go. Let's have our 1, 2 on the right, and again 1, 2 on the right. So make sure you guys have those 2 sets. And then we are going to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So 1 and 2. Then after that, we are going to have 2 black wools going up on the right. 1 and 2. Then we're going to follow that up by placing 4 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So that's going to be our 4th diagonal. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. So we have 1 and 2. Then we're going to place 1 diagonal. And to the right of this diagonal, we're going to attach 4 going up with 1 black wool on the right. So make sure you guys have that little S shape going on. Now we're going to build one of his feathers, you know, those ones over there. And we are going to be using our yellow and black because I want to be done with them, you know. So now we're going to place 2 black wools going to the right, 1, 2. Then we're going to go up and we're going to place 3 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 3 black wools going to the left. Now we're going to grab our yellow wool. And with this yellow wool, we're going to place 6 yellow wools going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 6 black wools on the top, 6 black wools on the bottom, and then just 1 little tiny friendly black wool on the left. Now, if you feel like I'm going too fast, remember, feel free to pause it whenever you need to. I might be going kind of fast, honestly, because I already did this one time, so it's almost like just memory, you know? When you build a pit so much, you can almost build it blind. Well, maybe not blind, but, you know, kind of faster. All right, so over here, we're going to have 3 black wools, 1, 2, and 3. And then a little yellow wool. Below this yellow wool, we're going to place a black. And then to the left of that black, we're going to place 3 yellow wools. So make sure you guys have this. Pause it if you need to. Now, above those 3 yellows, we're going to place 3 blacks. Then 2 blacks to the left and 3 yellows on the bottom. Now we're going to grab our yellow. We're going to place 2 yellow wools here. Then we're going to grab our black and place another 2 yellow wools. I'm sorry, black wools. And then to the left of those 2 yellows, we're going to place 2 blacks. We're going to switch to our yellow. We're going to place 2 yellows. And then we're going to surround it with 2 yellows on the bottom and 1 black. I need to slow down. We're going to place 2 black wools below the 2 yellows and 1 black on the left of those 2 yellows. And that's going to be its little feathers for our big bird. He is, in fact, a very big bird. All right, cool. So now let's, shimmy to the right. We're going to go over here. We're going to drop down and we're going to place just 2 black wools going to the right. And then here, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move to the right. We're going to place 1 black wool on the right here. And then on the right, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools, 1 and 2. And then we're going to have 4 black wools going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After those 4s, we're going to have 4 diagonals going down and to the right. So 1, 2, whoops, what a mess, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys have those 4 black wools going to the right, following it up by 4 diagonals. Now, after those 4 diagonals, we're going to go right below, and we're going to place 4 going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 diagonals going up and to the left, and then 2 black wools going up. And we're left with this little gap, which we're going to go ahead and fill in with just some of our fantastic, happy, and bright yellow wool. And that's going to be the little feathers on the top. We're making great progress. I don't even know how long we've been recording for. Let me take a look. About 40. Not bad. It might be different after I edit it. All right, so now we're going to grab our black. We're going to go over here, and we're going to place 3 black wools going to the right. So right below this section, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let me take a step back so you can see exactly where you need to place those 3 black wools. Then we're going to drop down, and we're going to place 3 black wools like so. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right and 3 black wools going down. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal with 2 black wools on the bottom going to the right, and then another diagonal. After that, we're going to have 3 black wools going down, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to connect 1 black wool on the right and then a diagonal on the bottom right. Then after that, we're going to go down by 4 black wools on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to have 2 diagonals on the bottom left going to the left once and then up and to the left. So let me take a step back because that's a little confusing. So make sure you guys have this so far. Remember, feel free to pause it whenever you need to. Now we're going to continue, but first, let's take a bigger step back. Make sure you guys have this. This would be a great little stopping point. Let's get the whole bird in view, actually, you know, all the way back. And this is going to be our big bird. He's looking really nice. So now, after this, if you guys don't need any stopping points, let's continue. Let's zoom on back here. And what we're going to do is that we are going to place 1 diagonal, and then we're going to go down by 3 on the right. So here we have 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go down by 5 on the left side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left side. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal. And then we're going to go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. And he has some detail in this section, so we have to go back up above those 3. And on the left side, we're going to go up by 2. And then on the right, we're going to go back up by 3. 1, 2, and 3. And that's what this part should look like. It's kind of confusing, so I would definitely recommend to, you know, pause it here. Now, I'm sorry if it's getting annoying, me saying pause it here, pause it over there, you know, pause it everywhere. But I just want to make sure that you guys, you know, are building this with me. Nobody gets left behind, and, you know, we're just having a good time. At least I am. Hopefully you guys are too. Now, on this left side, we are going to have 2 black wools going down. And then we're going to have 5 diagonal black wools going down and to the left. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 diagonal black wools going down and to the left. So make sure you guys have that. Now, there is a little bit of detail, so we need to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is that you guys see these 2 black wools. Well, we're going to drop down here to this first diagonal, and then we're going to place 2 yellow wools going to the left with a black on the left and above that other yellow. Then we're going to go to this middle diagonal. We're going to grab 2 yellow wools and then a black on the right. So make sure you guys have that. That's going to be some of the detail that he has, you know, kind of close to the border. Now, after that, what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our black and we're going to place 4 black wools going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a black wool below the second block on the left. So make sure you guys have that so far. Pause it if you need to. Now, what we're going to do next is that we are going to have 3 black wools going down on the left. So we have, whoops, oh, what a mess. We have 1, 2, 3. And then a black wool on the left. Then on the right, we're going to go down by 4 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to have, you know, just 2 diagonals going to the left. And then we're going to go back up and add another diagonal going up and to the left. So you end up with 3 blocks like this on the left side. Now on the right, we are going to go down by 2 black wools. And then we're going to go down on the right by 3 black wools 2 times. So we have 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. So make sure you guys have that. Now what we're going to need to do is that we're going to grab our yellow wool. And we're going to go right here. And we're going to place 3 yellow wools going to the left. With a black wool on the bottom. and on the left. Then we need to add 2 black wools above the yellow and 1 diagonal going up and to the left. So make sure you guys have that so far. I know it's kind of confusing, but it's important that we don't forget to do it because it does add some important detail. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool, and then we're going to have 3 sets of 2 black wools going down on the right. So let's have 1, 2, that's going to be our first set, 1, 2, our second set, and then 1, 2, our third set out of 3. So awesome. So now what we're going to do next is that we're going to go down by 4 black wools on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, 4. And then we're going to have 2 diagonals. And look at that, awesome. And even if you messed up, you know, you can just add a couple blocks going to the right. No worries. This part, that's not really that important. Now what it is a little important is that we do need to add a little bit of detail here. So let's grab our yellow wool. And we're going to place 1 yellow wool here. And then on the left of this yellow wool, we're going to go up by 2. And then again on the left, up by 2. Then we're going to have a diagonal going to the left. We're going to grab our yellow. And we're going to place 2 yellow wools going to the left and a black above it. So now make sure you guys have this to the right. And if you messed up, you know, you can just, you know, do a couple blocks till you hit the ground. It doesn't really matter. This is a forgivable pixeler. Look at that. Now he does have a little detail in this section here. You guys see this where my crosshairs are at? That's where we're going to be building next. But for now, make sure that you guys have this big bird, like my big bird. Right, awesome. So let's go ahead and add some detail. So we're going to go over here. We're going to drop down and we're going to go down by 2 black wools. Make sure you guys have added those 2 black wools going down on the left. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools. And on the left of this diagonal, we're going to place 3 black wools on the side. You know, just pancake to the side. Now there's a little bit of detail hanging off in this area. So we're going to need to grab our yellow. We're going to place 2 yellow wools, a black. Just make sure you guys have that. And then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. And a diagonal black wool. Awesome! Now let's go ahead and continue building. Over here, we're going to have 1 black wool going down and to the right. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left with a diagonal going up and to the left. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going down on the left. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal going to the right and 1 diagonal going to the left. And then we're going to go down by 2 black wools and 1 diagonal. And that's what this little bit of detail should look like for our big bird. So awesome. Now it's time to start working on his face. So this part's probably going to be the toughest part of this whole pixel art. So, you know, take a little break if you need to because it's going to get tough. But I'm going to do my best to explain it. So let's see what happens. All right. So do you guys see this big row of 9 black wools going up? Well, we're going to go to the top. We're going to add 1 black wool. And to the right of this black wool, we're going to go down by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to place 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to place 3 black wools going up on the right. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have 3 sets of 2 black wools going up on the right. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to have just 1, 2. That's our first set out of 3. We have 1, 2. That's our second set out of 3. And then 1, 2. That's going to be our third set out of 2 black wools going up. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to make this funky little shape. 1, 2, 3. With a diagonal on the top right. And then a diagonal going down and to the left here. So make sure you guys have this little weird shape. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. We're going to drop down again and have another 2 black wools going down to the left. And we end up with something that looks like this. Now we're not completely done. We're going to go ahead and fill it in a little bit later. We still have a little more detail to do. So we're going to drop down to this section. And we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. Then we're going to go up by 3 black wools. And then we're going to go up by 2 black wools on the right 3 times, just like we did over here. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to have 1, 2. That's going to be our first set out of 3. We have 1, 2, our second set out of 3. And then 1, 2. That's going to be our third set out of 3. So make sure you guys have this. Now over here, what we're going to do is that we're going to have 1 diagonal going up and to the right. Then we're going to have 4 black wools going up on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. On this bottom part here, we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to go up, and on the right, we're going to connect 3 going up. 1, 2, 3. So make sure you connect those 3 on the right side going up. With a diagonal on the top right and on the bottom right. Now we're going to go back up here. We're going to have 1 diagonal going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going up on the left. And a diagonal going up and to the right. So awesome. Make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Now there's just a little bit more detail. So we're going to grab our yellow. We're going to place a yellow wool right here. And then 2 diagonal black wools. So make sure you guys have that. And now it's time to start filling in a little bit of detail. So what we're going to do is that we're going to grab an orange wool. And we're just going to, do a whole row of orange wool down here. And then we're going to place orange wools here. So we're going to place 3 orange wools. Then 2 orange wools. 2 orange wools. 2 orange wools, and then 1 diagonal orange wool. So let me just back up. So just follow this, like the outlines, and just put how many blocks of each of the outline. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like it doesn't, but it does at the same time. But anyways, just fill in the orange like you see here. Then we're going to grab our pink, and we're just going to fill in this section, There we go. And that's what his mouth should look like. We can now throw away our pink and our orange. Bye-bye. Because we don't need them anymore. Now the final step is that we need to go ahead and give him some eyes. So for that we're going to be using our black, our white, and our blue. So let's go ahead and get to it. So let's go over here where we have this 4 diagonals. And now we're going to go up by 2 black wools on the right. So we have 1, 2, and then 2 diagonal black wool blocks. Let me step back so you can see exactly where you need to add those 2 black wools going up. And then those 2 diagonals going up and to the right. Then what we're going to do next is that up here we're going to add 3 black wools going to the right. And then a diagonal going up and to the left and up and to the right. Then on each side we're going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. And on the right we are going to go 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have a diagonal going towards the inside of the eye on each side. And then 3 black wools on the top. And that's going to be the first eye. So now let's go ahead and do the other. So now we're going to have 1 diagonal on the bottom here and on the top. Then we're going to have 3 black wools on the bottom going to the right. And then on the top, another 3 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to have a diagonal going up on this bottom row and a diagonal going down on the top row. And then we're going to have 3 black wools on the right. So awesome. Make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Now, after we have this, what we're going to do next is that we are going to grab our... Let me just take a little step back. Pause it if you need to. Right, then what we're going to do is that we are now going to grab our black wool. And on this left side, we're going to have, a cube out of 4 black wools. And then on the right, we're also going to have a cube out of 4 black wools. Then we're going to grab our blue. And we're going to place, a row of 3 black wools on the top here. And then 2 on the left. And then on the right here, we're going to have 3 black wools on the top and 2 on the right. and then we're just gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of the eyeball with some white wool. And then what we have to do is that we're just gonna go over here, because this is what it should look like after you fill it in. Like I said before, this was my second time building this because I forgot to hit record. But yeah, just make sure that it looks like this, and afterwards you have built Big Bird. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't, go ahead and click that notification bell so you can be notified. And look, aren't those two pixels do not look completely alike? I feel like this thing's a little taller on the right than on the left. So, anyways, just fill it in. They look relatively close. You know, sometimes pixels do not line up. That's just, you know, even me. Even though I built it a second time, I think I messed up somewhere. But it still looks great. I'm really happy with it. So, all you gotta do is fill it in. And after you fill it in, this is what it should look like, apart from this section, which looks a little bit closer. But you know what? I think I did it wrong there. This is how it's supposed to be, according to my notes. So, awesome! So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Just make sure to fill it in with yellow, and that's how you build Big Bird. And I cannot wait to see you real soon in the next video.